Are you feeling stuck in your career? On a day-to-day basis, I interact with senior professionals who are looking for career advice when they seek our career coaching service. So one thing I've noted with the professionals is that whereas they are not satisfied in their career and that they are feeling that there's something which is not working, they are not able to pinpoint the exact reason why they are feeling dissatisfied in their career. So today, if you're in a similar situation whereby you are feeling stuck, you are feeling unsatisfied, you are wondering whether there's more to your career, then this video is for you. We are going to look at what are the 5 top reasons why many senior professionals, managers, CEOs get stuck in their career. And in another video, I'm going to share with you what you can do about it. One of the reasons why you could be feeling stuck is when you are not utilizing all your skill set and potential. Why? Human beings, we are built for growth. We are built for greater things. So you find if you are qualified in one area or you are skilled in an area, and yet your work does not afford you the opportunity to be able to utilize those skill sets, definitely you start feeling stuck. I know of an example of this individual. It's a finance professional who, upon attaining his MBA, he wondered, now what do I do with this MBA? I'm working for a medium-sized firm. I've been able to master all finance areas, and I can even do with my job with my eyes closed. The reason why he came to see me is because recently he had graduated with an MBA in finance. And here he is, he's working for a medium-sized organization. He's been able to master all the finance responsibilities. In fact, he mentioned, when we were talking, he mentioned that he can be able to do all his duties with his eyes closed. And he also mentioned that he'd been able to empower his team. So the fact that now he had gained a new qualification, he had gained new skills, and there was nowhere to practice those skills within his current organization was one of the reasons why he was feeling stuck. It's during our discussion that he was able to realize that there was nothing wrong with his company where he worked. It's only that the company now was not in a position to be able to offer him more, when you looked at going now by his new qualification. So if you're in a similar situation, it could be that you're feeling frustrated, stuck, because you can't be able to apply your skill set. Either the skills that you've gained before, earlier on there, either with another company, or it's because you've also been able to acquire a new skill, mostly through training. So watch out. Whenever you gain a new skill, whenever you gain a new qualification, then it calls for you to be able to utilize that. And whenever you're not able to do that, you're definitely going to feel stuck. Another major reason why senior professionals feel stuck is on the issue of money. When you talk about money, here I'm talking about salary. And I know salary is a very emotive issue. The reason why you'd feel stuck is because if you're in a position that you feel is not able to meet your daily needs, then for sure there'll be frustration in your career. So as we all know, the more years of experience you have, probably you've also been able to progress in life. You have a family, other people are also looking up to you. So it goes without saying, if you're giving all you can in your job, it goes without saying that job should be able to compensate you well. Unfortunately, you might find either your needs are more than the salary that you're getting, or you find that the organization you're working for, despite you giving your best, despite you being able to apply all your skill set, they are not in a position to pay you well. They are not in a position to pay you more than they are currently paying you. So I know it's a catch-22 situation, and for here I would say, if you've exhausted all means to be able to earn more in your organization, in that your performance is above par, in that you have a good relationship with the decision makers, then the next move would be for you to look for another opportunity. Because the more you stick around and you're not happy with the pay, it doesn't matter how much you love your job. It goes without saying that you feel stuck, and don't be afraid to look for other opportunities. Did you know that the relationships you have at the office can impact on your career? and they can be able to influence whether you are happy in your career or not. So relationship, whether it is your bosses, whether it is your seniors, the superiors, even peers, can greatly influence, happiness in your career. So if you have unresolved issues, especially with the seniors, the people that matter in the organization, and those issues are not resolved, then the probability of you feeling like you're not in the right place will be there. So people don't want to have issues lingering in their mind. They want to work in a place where they feel, okay, this has happened, but how do we resolve these issues? So that it doesn't have to be a recurring issue where every day everyone is watching their backs. So relationship do matter in the office, and I would highly encourage you, especially if you're in a leadership position, it's important to know how do you influence the people who are above you and even the people you work with. So look out for a leadership course that I normally take professionals through, because you'll be able to gain a lot of insights on how to manage up and even how to manage down. The other reason I see many senior professionals getting stuck or even feeling stuck, feeling that frustration, is when the work becomes monotonous. So when there's monotony, in that whatever you did in January is what you'll do in June, is what you'll do in December, is what you'll do in the new year. For sure, if there's no change in your work, then you're definitely going to feel the frustration. And here, it's not so much about the company, but yourself. Because when you're in a senior position in an organization, you're able to make decisions. Yes, I know you do work with a job description, but to a great extent, you can be able to craft or enrichen your job description. So find other things to do in the organization. Be more active. Don't just be comfortable with what you are given to do. If it's a junior person, I would understand where they're coming from. But if you're a senior person and here you are feeling stuck, and it's because your work has become monotonous, it has become routine, then I would say the blame also lies squarely on you, because there are so many things you can do to make your work interesting. I remember this HR, I was discussing with a very senior HR manager, and she was also feeling stuck. And what did she decide to do? She decided to do every day to get out of the office and get to understand the employees better and what they do. So on a Monday, she would be there with the sales team. So she would report as usual at 8:30 a.m. And the half of the day, she's in the field, getting to understand how do these people sell? How do they interact with the customers? What challenges are they facing? Then the following day in the afternoon, she'll be with the production team, getting to see how the factory is run. And that way, she was able to make her job more interesting. Because the reality is, even CEOs, our work can become monotonous if we only focus on doing the same thing in out. So the responsibility is on you to make your work interesting. Introduce something. Look at your timetable. Can you make it different? It shouldn't be the way it's been from January up to December. Okay. Get into new initiatives. For example, if you've never trained your team, why not, instead of even getting an external trainer for some of the simple things that you can do, for example, teaching your team good communication skills, the things which you already have in you can, instead of going out there fast, you can see what you can do for your organization, and that way you will have a better experience, and at the same time even gaining new skills. So make sure that your job is not monotonous. On to my last point. The reason why you're most likely to feel stuck is when you have outdated skills. And here I'm talking about career and personal development. If the last time you're in a class was before Uhuru became the president, then you're in trouble. That was 2013. Reason because things have evolved, things have changed. So with a small investment, you can be able to learn new skills, be able to network, get yourself out there, learn something new that you can come and apply. Because if you look across industries, there's always something new happening after every 5 years. For example, IT. The qualification you had 5 years ago most likely is outdated. For HR, the courts are always giving interpretation to the labor laws. Just the other day, Uhuru signed something in regards to adoption. We didn't have that in 2020 because this video I'm shooting in 2021. So now anyone who adopts should be able to get 2 months leave for the lady. So that is something new. So, and you only be able to get this information if you stay up to date. So think about your professional association. Whenever they have training, attend those trainings. Even attend other trainings which are really not on the technical areas. It could be on the soft skills. If there's someone giving a talk somewhere, let's say on personal finance, budgeting, go there and attend. I'm sure you learn something. That way, you not only remain relevant, but you also gain something new. And referring back to the other point I was talking about, you are able to break the monotony such that your week is not the same every month. So I believe with those few pointers, if you are feeling stuck, you'll be able to know, to pinpoint the exact reasons why you're feeling stuck. And that way, it will be very easy for you to come up with a solution. So if it's a matter of not you utilizing your skill set, the first place to look at is your current organization. See what can I be able to do. If they don't have the opportunity, then you shouldn't shy away from going elsewhere. Same case, if the salary is really causing you a strain, I believe if you're able to deliver, it's a conversation you can have with your immediate boss. It's a conversation you can have with your company. But like I keep saying, if they're also not able to afford you, both parties, you can come to an agreement in terms of you looking for another opportunities. If it's relationships are key. Always mend fences, look at ways you can be able to rebuild the relationship if it's worth salvaging. And also in terms of monotony, the ball is squarely in your court. Here, there's not much the company can do because all work at the end of the day, if you do something, now and then it will become monotonous. So it's for us to be able to make sure we enrich what we do on a day-to-day basis. And lastly, ensure that your skills are up to date. Even I, at my level, I'm always learning. In fact, for me, one of the things I believe, one of the skill sets I believe that has really helped me in my career is that ability to be curious. So if I'm getting something new, I try to learn as much as possible. And that way, I ensure that my career is not boring, my life is not boring, and that I don't feel stuck. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.